Hey y'all, it's your girl Millie Chun. Let's get into the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Let's go. So they started off in sections, right? So here Britt and her husband are at a dealership. I guess he wants to take her to look at a car. She said that he told her he would get her a new one every 2 years. So this is going on. Britt puts her leg out of the car, talking about if you can't have bang bang in a car, then why buy a car? And he said that she's doing too much. So Drew has come over to Angela's, and for the life of me, I don't know why Angela is entertaining outside, but she did have a fan. But they talked about the lemon peace brunch. Then she talked about being on FaceTime with Portia and wanting a plus one because she finds out that Drew is not invited. So she says that due to the fact that Portia didn't say no, then it means a yes, so let's go. Drew is like, make sure it's okay with Portia because I don't want no problems. And then she talked about her upcoming date with her husband Ralph. Him downstairs is coming up, and she just don't know what's going on. And for the life of me, what is it that Drew doesn't want us to know? So then we get to this group that I really like: Kelly, Cynthia, Shamea, and Portia. I like Shamea. I think Shamea is the epitome of a housewife. Shamea has a peach now, right? I think she can dial it down to a 4. It's just a lot of turn up for me, but we're here, and I do like these girls. So in this moment, Britt is talking to her husband about Angela questioning her license, and she lets him know that she's under investigation. And then she was like, I'm not in her business because word on the curb is her husband had a baby on her. Now, we have heard that a little bit. We're going to get to straight of that soon. But he seems to be so uninterested in anything she's talking about. Now, I don't know the dynamics of their marriage because clearly she loves her husband or whatever. But when she was going through what she was going through last week and he gave her that hug standing up, I'm like, Mike, sit down. Let her put her head on your chest. But whatever works for them, works for them. Let's keep going. Is it me? Or Drew has borrowed Britt's outfit for this confessional because it looks the same except for the buttons. Like, I don't know if they know about that, but this is Drew talking about how, she's getting ready to go to court and she doesn't want the files unsealed. Like, what is it in there? I feel like we already know that, like, Ralph is a philanderer, right? We already know that. But do you think that it's some stuff in there that he has done extra to Drew that Drew doesn't want to find out that she stayed with him for? Because I feel like it's going to be some more stuff other than Tampa. Because they talked about him being a serial cheater. And then Drew feels like we're going to look at her like, why did you stay? Right? I feel like that's all that could be. Because why do you care what comes out about him? It can only make it look good for you. Let me know if I'm tripping about that. So when the girls gather and have a conversation, we find out that Portia wants to take everybody to Nashville for her birthday. They're very excited about it. And they talk about some other stuff here, but I really like them together. So Drew has gone over here to meet with Britt. Now, when she was over there talking to Angela, she told Angela that Britt had texted her and wanted to go out for drinks, but she was going to leave her on red. Now, Great Value Drew is doing great value things like, oh my God, I'm so glad you reached out to me. Britt going to be pissed when she sees what she said in the when she was talking to Angela. But anyway, girl, Drew came in there and said, did you sell the cat? Like off the top. And Britt was like, no, I did some webcam stuff and it was nothing like that. And she talked about what made her upset. And then they ended up having a cheers. And hopefully they can move on and be good. I thought this was a great conversation. So it's time for court. And as you can see right here, this is Drew's sentiment, right? And he is just a mess. And she is really like not wanting these records unsealed. He is fighting to stay downstairs. Hold on. Now, I don't know what's in Drew's wallet, right? But I know if this is a real bag that she paid for, $5,795 of it is gone. And Drew, you could take that and put that down on a condo. Right? Why are you tussling so hard with Ralph? He's downstairs and you trying to say you don't want the children to know what's in the records. Well, you on television talking about it. And you have gone to Buy a $5,000 purse? Ma'am, you have an album out. I feel like Drew should have handled her business. Because if you think you crying now, let that album do something. You think he downstairs now? He's never going anywhere. Drew could have been out the house, but she's talking, oh, the kids, I don't want to take them from their father. He's downstairs, Drew. That cannot be healthy for them at all. Child, this right here, this is what I'm talking about, Drew. Get your money and move out the house. He is actually, did he skip? I think he was skipping because he was like, I could stay in the basement. I could stay in the basement. Drew, why would you even want to be with somebody like that? He has this ridiculous suitcase. This person over here got a little pulley situation. And your lawyer got her Birkin working with her paper bag over there. Like this right here. We were on live last night and y'all missed a good live. But somebody was like, Drew could do something like Nene did when Greg was downstairs and end up getting back together with him. If Drew gets back together with Ralph, I am done, child. So the girls have made it to Nashville. I think this was so cute. They looked like they had so much fun. They got to the house. They had drinks. They had dinner. They situated the rooms. Portia has a great room, of course. Shamia took a great room. And the other girls are upstairs in a loft. And I think that's good. Kelly has brought her stylist, and she's offering her stylist to Britt. And they're about to get ready to sit down. So while they're sitting down to eat, Angela strolls in late, talking about she got up late, traffic. And as soon as she sits down, she lets Portia know that she decided to invite Drew to Portia's birthday, who Drew was not invited to in the first place, right? Portia was a good sport about it. She was like, it's my birthday. And, you know, I'm going to enjoy myself. But then Simon made like a little appearance on a photo. She was saying how she would always celebrate with Simon, but this year she wants to have a good time and celebrate with her girls. Oh, child, last night on live, we got a little Simon update. We're going to talk about it. So the ladies about to get ready to go to dinner, and they're on the phones talking to their booths. And Angela calls her husband, Charles, and he acts like she is in Bangladesh. Like the connection is bad. He did what? You what? What are you doing? What? Girl, hang up the phone. Child, the girls go out. They go bull riding. And they had a great time. I think Shamia lasted the longest. It was just a lot of fun. So I thought this was so cute. Like, Portia's friends flew in for the night. So it's Monyetta, Pavi, I think it's Charnel or Charnella, and Ami. Ami is one with the black hat on. She's the McClure twins' mom. So they brought up Drew being invited by Angela and not by Portia. And Angela felt kind of ganged up on because these ladies were like, why would you do that? Like, this is Portia's party. If she didn't want her to be here, then she shouldn't be here. Then Angela makes reference of her size 12s, and she can stand on, you know, her own situations. But I agree. Angela, you should not have invited Drew because this is not going to end well. But this was cute, and I'm glad that they flew in for her party. So this is why Portia doesn't see her for Drew, right? So while the girls are in Nashville, Angela called Drew to ask when was she coming. She was like, I don't know when I'm going to be there. We just had court today. I'm feeling a certain kind of way, and I just don't know. And so Angela was assuring her that she would be okay. But Drew's sitting over here, and I think this is Dennis's club, and Dennis has called her on the phone to tell her congratulations and the turn up is real because she has gotten signed to a record label. And once again, she is filming with Dennis. This is a problem. I feel like Drew needs to really handle her business, and she needs, either she's going to work it out with her husband or she needs to take the steps that she needs to take. So whatever happens with this music, it can happen for her and they won't be back in court. And what is going on right here with this look? Child, they already got sneak peeks out. Drew has made it to Nashville, sitting down at the dinner, and ends up leaving the dinner, right? She was like, I don't have to deal with this, but I'm not going to ruin it for you. Yeah, I had no idea they had an after show. I've got to find out what this is and watch it. And I also have another treat for you for the twirlers. It's your girl Millie Chan. I'll talk to y'all later.